Hey, have you ever wondered why your attempts to excite a woman just fall flat? Well, you're not alone. Most guys think they know the secret, but guess what? Everything you've been told is wrong. Yup, all those so-called tips and tricks you've picked up along the way, they're just scratching the surface. Today, I'm spilling the tea on what actually works. Get ready because we're diving deep into the art of exciting a woman in a way that's real, authentic, and most importantly, effective. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this. So let's get one thing straight right off the bat. If you think that just being straightforward or overly explicit is the way to go, I hate to break it to you, but you're doing it wrong. It's time to stop that approach and start understanding what women really want. Here's the thing, exciting a woman isn't just about the physical stuff. You know, the touch, the look, the typical romantic gestures. Those things matter, sure, but they're not the whole story. The real secret lies in creating a connection, an energy that's both emotional and mental. If you can spark that, the physical excitement naturally follows. And here's the kicker. Women get excited not by what's said explicitly, but by what's implied. Imagine this, you're on a date, and things are going well, there's laughter, there's eye contact, there's that unspoken chemistry. But then you hit a wall. You want to take things to the next level, but you're not sure how. You could go the obvious route, say something flirty, maybe even a bit risky. But here's where most guys mess up. They push too hard, too fast. What if I told you there's a much better way to do this? Instead of laying it all out there, try a different approach. Think subtlety. Think suggestion. For example, instead of complimenting her in a generic way, say something with a bit more edge, but leave room for interpretation. Something like, "You've got a smile that makes me wonder what's really on your mind." You're not just commenting on her looks, you're hinting at something deeper, something more intriguing. You're planting a seed, letting her imagination do the rest. But let's pause for a second. Why is this subtle approach so effective? Well, here's a little psychology for you. Women, generally speaking, are wired to pick up on subtleties. We notice the small things, the tone of your voice, the way you phrase your words, the little pauses in conversation. When you're subtle, you're playing into that natural awareness. You're engaging her mind, making her think, wait, what did he mean by that? And that's exactly where you want to be. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes guys make, being too direct. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially if you've been fed the idea that being straightforward is the way to go. And yes, there's a time and place for directness, but when it comes to exciting a woman, it's more about the dance than the destination. You want to create a sense of anticipation, a build-up that makes her wonder what's coming next. Think of it like a great movie. You don't want to give away the ending in the first 10 minutes. You want to keep her guessing, keep her engaged, keep her interested. Here's another pro tip. Don't be afraid to play with innuendo. Now, I'm not saying you should be sleazy or inappropriate. That's a surefire way to kill the vibe. But a little playful teasing, something that hints at more without saying it outright, can be incredibly effective. For instance, if she's teasing you about something, you could say, "I see you've got a playful side. I wonder what else you're hiding." It's light, it's fun, and it lets her know you're picking up on the vibe she's putting down. But here's the key, your tone is everything. You've got to be calm, confident, and relaxed. No need to rush. No need to be nervous. When you're cool and collected, it shows that you're in control, that you're comfortable in your own skin. And trust me, that's attractive. When you speak with a sense of ease, it puts her at ease too. It creates an environment where she feels safe to open up, to let her guard down, to engage with you on a deeper level. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I actually put it into practice? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's break it down step by step so you can start using these techniques today. Step 1. Build the connection first. Before you even think about exciting her, focus on creating a genuine connection. This means really listening to her, being present in the moment, and showing that you're interested in who she is, not just what she looks like. Ask her about her passions, her dreams, her goals. Get her talking about the things that light her up inside. When you show that you're genuinely interested, you create a foundation of trust and rapport. And that's crucial because excitement without connection is just empty. It might work in the short term, but it won't last. Step 2. Read the room. Pay attention to her cues. Is she leaning in, making eye contact, laughing at your jokes? These are signs that she's engaged, that she's enjoying the conversation. But if she seems distracted or disinterested, take a step back. Don't force it. Instead, shift the conversation to something lighter, something that brings the energy back up. The key here is to stay attuned to her mood and respond accordingly. Step 3, use your words wisely. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your words should be deliberate, thoughtful, and most importantly, engaging. Use language that's evocative, that paints a picture in her mind. Instead of saying something like, "You look nice, try, there's something about you tonight," that's just captivating. You're not just complimenting her, you're making her feel something. You're drawing her in, making her curious about what's going on in your mind. Step 4. Play with the tension. This is where things get fun. Once you've built that connection and set the tone, it's time to introduce a little tension. This doesn't mean making things awkward or uncomfortable, quite the opposite. It's about creating a push and pull dynamic that keeps her on her toes. You can do this by being a little mysterious, by not giving everything away at once. For example, if she asks you a personal question, don't be afraid to be a little vague. You could say, "That's a story for another time," or maybe "I'll tell you if you're lucky." You're creating a sense of intrigue, a feeling that there's more to discover, and that's exciting. Step 5, leave her wanting more. The biggest mistake you can make is overstaying your welcome. Even if the conversation is going great, know when to pull back, end on a high note when the energy is still buzzing. This way, she's left thinking about you, wondering what's next. It's the same principle as a cliffhanger in a TV show. You want to keep her coming back for more. And when you leave her with that sense of anticipation, you're well on your way to creating a lasting impression. Now, let's circle back to the idea of subtlety. This cannot be overstated. Women respond to what's beneath the surface, to the unsaid. It's like an iceberg. The majority of the attraction is hidden below the waterline. When you're subtle, you're engaging her imagination, letting her fill in the blanks. And that's where true excitement lies. It's in the space between the words, in the looks that last a beat too long, in the way your hand lingers just a moment longer than necessary. These small, almost imperceptible things are what create real chemistry. Here's another crucial point. Confidence is key, but it's not about being cocky or arrogant. True confidence comes from being comfortable in your own skin, from knowing who you are and what you bring to the table. When you're confident, you don't need to prove anything. You don't need to try too hard. You're just you, and that authenticity is what attracts women. It's what makes you stand out from the guys who are all talk, no substance. But here's the thing, confidence isn't something you can fake. It's something you build over time, through experience and self-awareness. So if you're not there yet, don't worry. Focus on improving yourself, on becoming the best version of you, because when you're genuinely confident, it shows. And it makes everything else, your words, your actions, your energy, so much more powerful. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground here, so let's recap. If you want to excite a woman in a way that's real and lasting, you need to focus on 3 things: connection, subtlety, and confidence. Build a strong connection first, engage her on an emotional level, and then use subtlety to create that spark of excitement. Remember, it's not about what you say outright, it's about what you suggest, what you imply. And above all, be confident in who you are. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being the loudest or the flashiest guy in the room. It's about being the guy who gets it. The guy who knows how to create a vibe, how to engage a woman's mind, how to make her feel something real. If this video has opened your eyes and you're ready to take your game to the next level, you're in luck. I've got some bonus content down in the description that'll show you exactly how to use words and actions to drive a woman wild. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips and strategies that actually work. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Ever tried being more suggestive? How did it go? Or maybe you're curious about something specific. Whatever it is, let's talk about it. Together, we're going to transform the way you approach relationships. See you in the next video.